welcome back my peeps. So today I was thinking we could do something that you guys have been asking me way back from when I started my YouTube channel. I was thinking we could do this today. We can make this ice cream cone. You can get one of these like rounds from Dollar Tree. Actually, everything came from Dollar Tree. So you're gonna need this, a stand. You're gonna need a cone from Dollar Tree. You're gonna need 2 of these styrofoam balls. These are actually the 2.8-inch size, and some spackle. You know, the little container of spackle if you want. I would suggest you get 2. So we're gonna make the chocolate drip, which we've done before. So I just want to say this. I did this pattern by taking a skewer or a dowel or whatever, and I just kind of pressed it into the foam. Like I took it and I pressed it into the foam like that, and that's how I got these lines. But as time goes on, you find other ways to do it, and I'm going to share the other way today. Okay, so I'm going to put this back over here, and I'm going to move this stuff out the way, and we're going to come over here. So you're going to get your cone, and you are going to color it classic caramel is the color I used. I mean, it just kind of, you don't have to mix it, you don't have to do anything to it, and I thought it came pretty close to a cone, right? So you're going to paint it. You're going to give it one coat, and you're going to put it to the side and let it dry. So you're going to need to get you some of this non-slip underlay. It helps to keep like your rugs in place, keep them from moving. You're going to need some of that, because this is going to be how you're going to make your cone look like a cone. So this is what it's going to look like. And this is from Dollar Tree too. So this whole ice cream is from Dollar Tree. So you can get everything you need for this ice cream from Dollar Tree. Right? So I'm going to show you how to wrap this around your cone. So first, I want to say that I got this idea from Jerry of Getting Plastic with Jerry. She was the first person I saw do it. So I'm going to credit her for it. Before that, I really didn't see anybody else doing it. So, and I'm going to link her video and her Facebook channel down below so you can see her do it. And also, guys, follow her and like her page. She's really a good, she has some really good tutorials. And she's an all-around crafter. She just doesn't do fake bakes. She does a variety of things. And she's really awesome. So now, don't laugh at me, okay? But I had to make my own template. I'm going to really try to upload this template so you guys can have it too. So this was my original template, and this is what I came up with yesterday. I kind of revised it and all that good stuff. So I am going to really try to upload this so you guys can have it. So what you're gonna do, right, is you're gonna get your you're gonna take a piece of your rug. I'm gonna call it a rug stopper. And you're gonna come on here and you're gonna find, you know, fit your pattern onto there, and then you're just gonna get a scissor, and basically you're just gonna, now make sure you have enough, like the edges are not, you know, you gotta make sure you fit it good. And basically I'm just gonna go and cut along. Right, you're gonna just cut your pattern out. Now be careful, because I mean, you could cut a little bit extra, and then once you wrap it, you just cut it off. That's it. You don't, you know, it's, There's no mistakes could be made here, okay? If you can't get it right, you know, this is starting to act crazy, because you know why? Because we're on camera, and that's why. So basically, just going to cut out, right? Get it as even as possible. Like I said, once you cut this out and you wrap it around your comb, you can always come back and cut off any extra or whatever, and you don't have to be stressed out about it. Okay? So basically, I'm just cutting out my pattern. Okay? There it goes. There goes my pattern. Well, as good as it's going to be. It is what it is. You know what? It's not about perfection. It's about... So look. Let me wrap it around here so you can see. If it's too long, you can always cut it off later. So you don't have to worry about that. So you're just going to wrap it around. And it should fit pretty nicely. And there you go. Look. You have a little bit of overlap. You have a little bit... I'm all over the screen. You have a little bit of an overlap, which is perfectly fine. And you kind of want that so it helps hold the other end. And you're going to have this, right? But before you wrap this, you are going to take your classic caramel. You're going to take your classic caramel and you're going to paint this. Let's not do that. Let's go over here. Take a paintbrush and paint it. Only reason why I painted mine is because I don't want to put it on the comb and then try to, you know, try to paint all the white off when I could do it beforehand and just put it on my comb. And I don't have to worry about seeing any white spots. Right? So when you do that, you're going to have something like this. I already painted one. And then you're going to overlap this. I mean, you're going to put this on your comb. And I'm going to show you how you're going to do that. So let me make sure. Now, when you make your, when you cut out your piece of rug, with a non-slip rug, make sure you wrap it first. And make sure you have it on the right side, okay? I mean, it can't be no other side. But anyway, so what I did was, I took a little bit of hot glue just to start it. Like I wanted to stick it on there. Now be careful with it. I didn't even bring my little finger thingy. Cause you know. So make sure you just hold it in there. Hold it in place with something that you ain't gonna burn yourself. Right. Then you're just going to go down this line. You're going to start at the end. You're going to go to the back of the comb because it has this line. And we want to kind of hide that line. And it's perfect because it lines up your little template that you're trying to put over here. So just, I'm going to use this. Even though I got some fingers somewhere. I think I got them in here. Hold on, I gotta get me a finger. But I don't want to burn myself. I got these fingers from Dollar Tree actually. So, okay, now we good. They have these in Dollar Tree, come in a 3-pack, which is great because if you go to Michael's or any of those other craft stores, well, I got them when they was $1. It's not gonna cost $1.25. It's gonna cost at least up to $5. It could be. And for what? When we could go to Dollar Tree. Don't worry about these glue strings. You'll get that later. You could clean all this up later. So don't worry about that. And then what I did, once I glued this down, right? I didn't use hot glue on the rest. Because you don't want hot glue to come through here. You want it to look like a cone. So you're going to have to get you some... I don't know if you want to use Mod Podge or what. I'm going to use tacky glue on mine. So I just took a bunch of tacky glue. Put it around here. and just brushed it on because I kind of wanted it to like really be a little bit more secure. And my pot is kind of watery and wet. I mean, glue is wet too, but y'all know what I'm saying. And my pot ain't nothing but watered down glue. So I need something that I know is gonna be, it's gonna stick to, and when it dries, it's gonna be nice and firm on there. It's not gonna move. It's not gonna come off. So you're gonna do the whole cone. Oh man, this glue. Right? You're gonna do the whole cone, and then once you do that, you gotta let it dry. Let it dry really, really well. I mean, you guys don't want to see me do the whole thing, but I'm gonna do the whole thing because I want to show you what I do at the end when I get to the end. Let me see if I put enough glue so I don't have to keep doing this. When you use a brush and you're using glue, as soon as you finish, you better go wash that brush. Even though they sell Mod Podge brushes and on Amazon and stuff, I haven't gotten me any, but I need to get me some. I heard they work pretty well and they made for, you know, using glue and Mod Podge. And that's what I'm talking about. All right, so you're just gonna take your cone and you're gonna wrap it around. Now make sure you come up here and you got your edge, you know, it's reaching up to the top. Oop. Now the glue is going to be a little slippery, so you got to be on top of it. And you're going to just stretch it until you reach the other edge. And just push it down, right? It will hold just with the glue that's on there. But I'm gonna put a little bit of hot glue just to help it along, because nobody got time for that, for it to come unglued while you're not paying attention, you know. So just hold it there for a minute, then go down. Put a little bit more glue. Try to stick to the line that's in the middle, you know, the line that we started on. Until you put that whole edge on. And then you gotta let this dry 100%, okay? And then once it's dried, you can then go and take off your extra little pieces, because you're gonna have some like stuff on the edge right here. You're gonna have a little bit longer at the bottom, and that's fine. Just make sure that this is laying down pretty as flat as you can. Okay, so now I'm gonna let that to the side, and when you're done, you're gonna have this. Okay, and you have your cone. So I was thinking that, I didn't do it, but I was thinking that maybe I would put my mixture of caulk, Mod Podge, and paint just to see how it looks. But for now, I'm just gonna leave it like this. And if you guys feel like you want to do that, put that mixture on there, then you could try that. I might do it later and show you guys how it looks after I do it. So I got my wood piece that I painted. You know, all I did was took a thin brush and just put different colors of paint to make it look like sprinkles. I'm gonna put a skewer in the middle of this. I drilled the hole. You can drill any size hole you want, you know, to hold this size skewer, this size skewer. And you don't need the whole skewer. I'm just gonna put like not that long. I just want something to like hold it in place. Make sure that it doesn't fall off or fall over, because I don't want to just use, you know, hot glue to stick it on here, because I'm scared that it might come up. So I'm just gonna stick like about that big. Maybe I should switch cameras so you guys can see. So this is about how big I want it. Like, how tall. I don't really want it too tall. And I'm gonna just stick a little piece of, I'm gonna just stick a little piece. I'm gonna just put some hot glue. Oh, brother. Just to secure. What is going on here? What happened? Is something falling there? Hold on, because now I can't get the skewer in there. And I need for it to go in there because that's going to be my safety and my security. Okay. Let's try that again. Okay. So now I'm just going to let that dry real good before I even attempt to put the cone on there. Hold on, because got a little mess going on here. Right? I gotta wash my brush. And I think we're ready to put our cone. I don't know, I don't trust this. But anyway, I am gonna put some hot glue. Now you gotta make sure that you put this ugly side, even though it looks like a real cone. Cause you know how real cones have that, like when they wrap them, it has that overlap. So it does look like a real cone. But I'm gonna put some hot glue down here. I'm gonna put some hot glue down here just to make sure. And before I put that screw in there, I had already made a hole at the bottom, so it'll be easy for me to get this cone on here. And now I'm just gonna hold it until, you know, for a minute to secure it. And then I think be good. So then you're gonna get your foam balls, and you're gonna need a couple of toothpicks. I like to use toothpicks just to secure it in place. So I'm gonna take out a couple of these and leave them to the side. So now you have to cut off a little piece of the bottom so it could sit flush against this top part. So just cut off. So you're just gonna cut off, like, I don't know, you don't need to cut off that much. You just want a flat piece so it can sit on top of your cone. You just want it to sit on top of your cone, right? But on this first one that you put it on top, you're gonna have to take off a little bit off the top too. If you want to make it a 2 scoop, you gotta take some off the top so that the other scoop can sit on top. And we're gonna take some of this off too, just so it can sit on top of this one, like that. See that? You want it to sit just like that on top. Okay. I'm trying to work with this new camera, so if I'm off camera or something, I'm really sorry. I'm just really trying to give you guys you know, a better view of what I'm doing. And I don't know how I'm gonna see. I'll see how I'm doing afterwards. So anyways, I'm gonna take now you have to figure out which side you want to be the front. I'm gonna take see, this toothpick is, let me see if this fits better. Yeah, I think that fits better. I'm gonna use this piece of this skewer instead of the toothpick because there's already a hole there and I don't want to I mean, the toothpick is too small to fit in it, so I'm just going to use a piece of a skewer to put in there to secure my ice cream. Okay, and then I'm going to take a little bit more of hot glue just so I can secure my ice cream. I gotta make sure you put it in there kind of in the middle, you know. I think that's gonna be it. And then this one is gonna go on top like that, but we're not ready for that part yet. So we're gonna put some ice cream on here. I got some fake, you know, frosting icing. I kind of made it. Hold on, let me clean up this mess because I really can't. All right, so I got some, it's not really pink, kind of like in between. I had a little bit like of a reddish color, and I mixed in some pink and some white, only because I didn't want to like waste this and I wanted to use it. So that's why I'm using that. And you're just gonna take this and you're just gonna smear it on here. Just smear it, like, you know, just to give it that ice cream look. Don't worry about this part right here because we're gonna cover that too. Just put your ice cream on there. So I hope you guys like this cone, you know, this part idea. I think it's pretty cool. And I was looking online and I did see Jerry do it first, but I'm sure she wasn't the first one who like used this, because I know that some people in the UK have been using this to like decorate cookies, and they have actually been using it to make cones as well. But she was the first person I saw it, but after I saw her do it, then I saw other stuff, mostly from people in the UK. I haven't really seen anyone else do it here, but I mean, you know, sometimes you think you're the first one doing something, and you know, and you sadden when you find out that you weren't. But it's okay. That just means your mind is working to see things for what they could be, the possibilities, you know. So now make sure you get your ice cream all at the top. Spread it. Now you don't want it to be perfect or anything, because ice creams are not perfect, okay? They're actually pretty, I mean, you know, they take on the shape of the scoop, but you can smooth it out as much as you want. I'm not going to do that right now, but I'm going to do that method that I showed you guys when we made this. with the ice cream to put the edge on. So just take some ice cream, might need a bigger, and just put it around the edge like that. And that's going to be your edge. Okay, you can make it as big, as small, as thick. That's totally up to you. Just make sure you cover the edge. That's all you want to make sure you cover that edge. You might need, or you could take your yeah, let's try that, because I don't know if this is gonna work too good. Let's try the other way that I was thinking in my head, and the way I did the other cone. So let me mess this up again. Right? So I'm gonna take a piping bag, and I'm just gonna put some of this in there. Just enough. You don't need a tip, because you're just gonna cut the bottom of the bag off. Just want to make sure I put enough, right? All you're gonna do is cut the tip off of this. Now make it not so small, not so big, okay? And you are going to just go around this cone like this. Just go around it. Just make a circle. You're not gonna worry about that. We're gonna come back and fix it. You just want it to have an edge, and then we're gonna come back and fix it. So then now you can take your toothpick and kind of, you know, mess with it. And kind of make it one. I'm going to get the craft stick back out, and then we're going to go and back in there. And then you could make that edge. So right after we put the second scoop, you gotta let it dry, because when I made that other cone, everything was wet, and when I put the chocolate drizzle and all that, it almost fell because the icing slid, and I was like, oh no, we can't have that. So you gotta make sure after you do the second scoop, you let it dry. So I'm gonna stick a toothpick in this one. I'm not gonna use hot glue, because I think the spackle will hold it down, but you know what? You never know. Just a drop. Alright, so make sure you have your cone go right on top. Like that. Oh no, that don't look right. Does that look better? I don't want it to be leaning, you know. Alright, I think that is going to be it. No, I don't like it. I don't like it. Alright, I'm going to leave it like that. It is what it is. So then you're going to go, and now you're going to make sure you get all this. Well, you know, it could be leaning to the side, because sometimes ice cream lean, right? I don't like it to lean though. Alright, so then you're going to take your ice cream, and you're going to go and do the same thing that you did to the bottom one. Just make sure you get all that ice cream on there. And the one good thing about these foam balls from Dollar Tree is that they rough, so that the ice cream sticks on it. Or the fake spackle, fake whatever it is. put that ice cream up on there. I think I might do a couple ice creams. Let's see. I kind of like that snack cake series that I did. That was fun. I think you guys had enough snack cakes for now. I think I went a little overboard. It's like every time I finish one snack cake, I was like, oh, maybe I can make this one. Oh, maybe I can make that one. And then that's how it happens, you know? You know, I'm putting it on like this. You put it on however you make it look better than what I'm doing, basically, is what I'm saying, okay? Because I'm just doing the tutorial. And like I tell you guys all the time, I'm giving you the basics. You run with it and do it however you want. I kind of don't want it too smooth, you know? So then you're going to take this. I was ready to lay it down. Now y'all know I'm going crazy. And you're going to go around it. You can make this as thick as you want. Like this edge as thick as you want. And how you do that is by making the tip a little bit bigger. Okay? Now make sure you... You can add more if you want. If you don't think it looks thick enough to be like a second scoop, add more. Because sometimes I don't put enough. And don't touch it too much or blend it in too much, and then it's going to look more like a second scoop. This ice cream is a bit messy compared to the other one I made, the first one I made. But I'm kind of rushing, so I don't like my tutorials to be too long. Right? So there you go. You got your 2 scoops. Now you gotta let this dry. Trust me, I've been there, done that. Do not add anything to it just yet. Do not put any drizzle on it or anything. Let it dry completely. Then you're gonna come back and you are going to put your drizzle. Because when I made that other one, like I was saying, I did not wait. And I was like, oh no, this looks so cute. Let me do it now. Blah, 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 blah. And I put I'll show you right here. I put the whipped cream on it and it had it was nice and high. And then it started sliding because it was moving because I had put the chocolate on it. So this was wet. This was wet. This was wet. That was wet. And it just started sliding and it actually got flat. This was much taller. It fell because I didn't wait. And then I moved it. And when I moved it, it went like flat. So trust me when I tell you, just let this dry completely. And then you're going to put on your fake drizzle. And we're going to do that. When this dries, I will be right back. Okay, guys, so I let this set up a little bit. It's not 100% dry, but it's good enough. And you're going to get your mixture of cork, Mod Podge, and paint. I have burnt umber in here. You could use chocolate sprinkle. You can use any dark colored paint that you want. And guys, I really I'm sorry if you know, while I was recording you didn't see some of the stuff, like when I cut the styrofoam and things like that. I'm really trying to figure this thing out, and it's kind of a pain, but give me some time and I will get better at it. I was make all my videos before this were made on using my iPad, and honestly I kind of liked using my iPad, but the only thing is that using my iPad I couldn't bring you guys down, like when I was doing something down here on the table, and sometimes, you know, you couldn't really see what I was doing. So that's why I kind of, you know, decided to do an upgrade. But it's going to take me some getting used to, so just bear with me, okay? I appreciate that. So you just put your icing in a baggie. Your fake chocolate fudge. Oh, Lord, I can't even make a knot. Hi. Bro. Like, seriously, come on. Okay, so now remember, I always tell you guys when you're going to put this stuff, because it could be very runny, make sure you make a small hole, just the smallest hole you can make is what you're going to do. And then I got some sprinkles from Play Code 3. There's a link down under the video for 15% off your $20 purchase. And if you spend $35 or more, you get the 15% discount plus free shipping. And you can't beat that. They have lots and lots of sprinkles and fake candy, and listen, you could get crazy in that place. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna bring a little bit closer, and I'm gonna just put like the chocolate fudge on the top. Now once I put the chocolate fudge on the top, I'm gonna have to let that dry a little bit before I put the swirl on top, the whipped cream swirl, because this is a process. You gotta let everything dry, you know, fully dry, then you move on to the next thing, because I already learned the lesson that if it's wet, it's just going to slide and it's going to get messed up and it's not going to look as good as it could. So basically I'm just going to, you know, drizzle some chocolate, some fudge, you know, let it fall how it falls. It's chocolate fudge. Then you can come to the top and kind of, you know, you don't have to squeeze anymore on there. Just make it a little round. See, go around here. See what's going on back here. And if it didn't drip that well, then you go back and you make it drip. Totally up to you how much drip you put. Okay, but just like I tell you, be careful and don't put anything on here just yet. Let it dry a little bit before you do it. Well, you're going to put the sprinkles on. You're going to definitely put the sprinkles on. Grab a wet wipe, because I got some stuff on my hand. Now you have to put the sprinkles on at this point. Okay? So this is what I did, right? When I messed this up, after I did this one, I said, oh, I should put sprinkles on it. And that's where I messed up. Because I tilted it, trying to put sprinkles on it. I was messing around with it, moving around too much. And it just dropped. It was like, listen here. So, that's why I say just do one thing at a time. And don't try to do too much. Let me, hold on, get one of these so I could catch my sprinkles. Put this on here. It's not going to fit because this wood piece is big. It's small. I mean, it's too big. I would have got a smaller wood piece, but didn't have it. So I got what they had. I got all this fake chocolate. Jerry calls it corklet, not chocolate, corklet. All right, this is too much for me right now. So just take your sprinkles. I'm gonna put some in my hand. Makes it easier for me. You put whatever color sprinkles, whatever kind you want. You know what? I'm gonna just put it right here because I kind of wanna, you know, do like this and drop some sprinkles on there. If I lose some, oh well. I'll pick them up later if I can. But you see that? It's looking good. Now this part you're gonna let it dry. After you put your sprinkles on there, you're gonna let that dry. Okay? Because you don't want to put your whipped cream on this slippery, slidey crap, and then it's gonna fall flat. We want the whipped cream to look nice, not like how I did with the other ice cream, which I let it fall. Because I did this after I put the whipped cream on it. I'm turning it on like this and stuff. Like the whipped cream was like, yeah, I don't think so, not today. And it fell flat. Let's make sure you get some sprinkles on everything. All right, and there you go. You got your sprinkles. We coming along. Got your sprinkles. And we're going to let that dry for a second. And I'll be back. Alright guys, so I let this dry a little bit. It's not 100% dry, but that's okay. Now I'm going to put the whipped cream, but before I do that, I have some fake cherries here. I got this off of Amazon, like a bag, but I want you guys to keep something in mind, because I also have these like berries, like the kind you see around Christmas time. You know, and these are very cheap. So if you don't want to buy, you know, fake cherries, whenever you see these around holiday time, grab you a bunch. You know, something like this. You could get from like Walmart or Joann's or anywhere. I've never really seen. You know what? Actually, I got these from Dollar Tree. These came in a pack like this. Came like about 10, 12 of these berries. Just grab them because you can use that as a cherry too. You don't have to buy fake cherry if you don't want to, okay? I'm about to go put this whipped cream up on here, and we're gonna be done with this ice cream. Let me squeeze out a little bit because you know you got to get it going. And I'm just put that swirl. Up. All right. And I'm going to try to keep it to a nice swirl like that. And then I'm going to put my cherry on top. And that's going to be that for this. Just take my cherry right on there. And guys, there's your ice cream cone. I mean, if you take your time, you know, putting on the ice cream and everything else, it's going to come out looking 10 times better than mine. But I was just wanted to put this together for you guys because you've been asking for it for a long time. And I had some time. And, you know, it's a perfect time for it now that it's summer. And I'm going to try to see if I come up with a couple more ice cream tutorials and stuff like that. Until then, we'll move on to something else. Alright? Until then, guys, stay safe, stay healthy, keep crafting. And please, if you can, share my my channel. And still trying to get to that 10K. if you can help me out with that. Also, if you feel like you want to bless this channel, there's a thanks button underneath this video, which you can donate to keep this channel in craft supplies, so I can keep on bringing you, you know, things like this. I really appreciate that. So guys, God bless, stay safe, and I'll talk to you very, very soon. Goodbye.